Hey guys, this is Ray for Phone Arena doing a video review of the new Samsung Galaxy Chat, which is a phone that's coming soon to the market. It's a low-end Android smartphone with a physical QWERTY keyboard. So this kind of form factor is actually not very popular among Android manufacturers, so it'll be quite interesting to see what kind of experience this handset delivers. First of all, we have to say that we really like the looks of this device. It's a very stylish handset. We wouldn't go as far as to say that it's a business style handset, but it's quite stylish, very fashionable, at least in this white color version. And what we have here on the front screen is a relatively small 3-inch display. Of course, due to the form factor, it'll be not very appropriate if the screen was much larger than this. So 3-inch display with a very low resolution of 240 by 320 pixels QVGA resolution. As a result, text and small details on the display are very pixelized, so reading is not very comfortable on this screen, which leads us to believe that this phone is not very appropriate if you are the type of user who would do a lot of web browsing on their smartphone, or reading books, or working with some other kinds of important documents or something like this. So this is a smartphone for light usage. But light usage still includes working with email, for example, or typing a lot of messages if you're into that kind of communication. And for the purpose, we have a full physical QWERTY keyboard. You know, some people just prefer these old style physical QWERTYs as opposed to the new virtual keyboards. Not everyone feels comfortable typing on a piece of glass, and we have to say that this keyboard is really magnificent. The keys give a perfect clicking sound and great feedback once you press them. So really great job by Samsung manufactured this amazing keyboard. Of course, the keys are still very tiny, so you have to press them with your nails, and you probably won't be able to achieve so high speeds while typing on this keyboard. But still, the chance that you might press the wrong letter, for example, is much smaller when typing on such kind of keyboard. Thankfully, Samsung has also done a great job with the other keys on the Samsung Galaxy Chat, the volume rocker here on the left side, as well as the power and lock key on the right side. Both function extremely well. One thing we really like about the Galaxy Chat is that it comes directly with ice cream sandwich, so it's great to see even low-end handsets start to ship with the latest version of the OS. It's actually not the latest because Jelly Bean is already out, but it's up to date enough. So what we have here on top of ice cream sandwich, however, is the latest TouchWiz version. It's almost the same as the one which is found on the top-end smartphone, the Galaxy S3, with some optimizations made in order to make the software more suitable for use on the smaller screen and the slower processor of the device. Overall, however, as you can see, the low QVGA resolution allows the handset to run very smoothly, even with its single-core 850 MHz processor. So good performance here. And as we said, the TouchWiz version is pretty similar to the full-fledged version of the software, which we really like. This is the main menu here. You can have more than 3 home screen pages if you want, if you really use a lot of widgets. Then we have the main menu here, again divided into pages, smooth performance. For those of you who do not want to use the QWERTY keyboard, there is of course the option to use the on-screen one, which isn't very comfortable, of course, due to the small screen size. But then again, we really can't imagine that you're going to buy this handset if you're not gonna use its physical QWERTY keyboard. Other software customizations made by Samsung, in addition to the standard stuff like apps, like core apps such as the contacts or the calendar, which are typical Samsung affairs, there are also the Samsung's Chat-on service for chat. There is also the Game Hub and the Samsung Apps Store, where you can download apps which are specifically selected by Samsung. The stock web browser does not perform very well, so we would advise you to install a third-party browser like Firefox, for example, which is much smoother, as you can see. But as we said in the beginning, this display is not very appropriate if you're gonna be doing a lot of reading and a lot of browsing on your phone. The 2-megapixel camera of the Galaxy Chat is nothing to write home about. It's a standard Samsung affair here, at least in terms of software. Here are your options, pretty much what we're used to. Unfortunately, the images that this device takes are suffer from dull colors and very low levels of details. Everything is quite blurry on the images, so it's good to have this camera, but we can't imagine that you're gonna be using it a lot. Video, on the other hand, is recorded at a maximum resolution of 320 by 240 pixels, and as you might guess, it is nearly unusable. The handset has a simple music player, which also features some advanced options. In addition to the standard equalizer presets here, you can set your custom one or add some effects like 3D, reverb, room size or clarity. The handset is able to play video even higher than its native resolution, which is pretty much every video out there. We tested it with 800 by 480 pixel video and it still managed to run it. The built-in player runs MPEG-4 video, but if you wanna play some other codecs like DivX or XVID, you have to install a third-party player like MX Player. As a phone, the Samsung Galaxy Chat is an average device. We like the sound coming through the earpiece, although it's nothing mind-blowing, and the loudness is about average, but unfortunately the microphone, although loud, transmits voices with a very low quality, so your callers definitely won't enjoy this conversation. Overall, we think that the Samsung Galaxy Chat is a great entry-level Android smartphone. Its biggest asset, as we said, is its appearance. We quite like it. It's a very stylish handset, especially for a phone in this low price range. Its other big advantage, this is the physical QWERTY keyboard. We're sure a lot of users will appreciate having this real keyboard. But unfortunately, we cannot overlook its main drawback, which is the low resolution screen. We have no problem with the size of the display. It's 3 inches, it's big enough for light usage. Again, this is not a phone for heavy users. So it's big enough, but the low resolution kind of ruins the experience, and even more so when you have in mind that a lot of apps do not wish to install on the Samsung Galaxy Chat due to its low resolution. So if it had a higher resolution, higher quality screen, it would have been a much more functional device and much more pleasant to use. But what can you do? It's a low-end device, and this is one of the biggest compromises that both manufacturers and consumers have to make when choosing such a device. Unfortunately, the camera could have also been a bit better, only 2 megapixels. Quality is not really good. but overall, at the end of the day, it's still a good looking handset with physical QWERTY keyboard, with good performance. So, and it also comes with ice cream sandwich out of the box. So we kind of like it. Good job, Samsung. This was Ray for Phone Arena. If you'd like to learn more about the Samsung Galaxy Chat or any other smartphone or tablet, just visit us at phonearena.com. Thanks for watching.